What is up, everybody? Benjamin from Retro Marmot Pops here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe down below. We would love to have you join the channel. Now, last week, I tried to go to Utah Valley University bookstore and see the pops they have there because for whatever reason, the bookstore at UVU has tons of awesome pops. But unfortunately, I went on a holiday and the store was totally closed. So I didn't see anything. But I decided to go back today, and I also went to the mall, and I ended up picking up 2 pops as well as seeing tons of new stuff that just hit shelves. So stay tuned. I'm going to show everything I saw, and then I'm going to meet back here at the end and show you the pops I picked up. So let's get going. Utah Valley University. Beautiful campus, great professors, awesome programs, and a massive wall of Funko Pops. Everything a college needs to be a successful educational institute. And as you can see, they have some pretty cool stuff. I was looking for some chases right there with those House of the Dragon Pops, but didn't find any. Toge, also looking for a chase there, but as you can see, that was literally the only Toge they had there. This was surprising. Wednesday Addams. Really old pop that you don't see around. Same with Edward Scissorhands. It's kind of interesting, the restocks that this bookstore gets. I'm always kind of surprised with the things they put on shelves, like this Samwise Gamgee, the glow in the dark and that. You know what, I've thought a lot about starting Lord of the Rings collection just because I love those movies, but I passed on that today. I thought it was so cool that they have that because you just don't see Lord of the Rings on shelves anymore. Now I think this is really kind of interesting. They have Entertainment Earth exclusive pops here, as well as sodas. They must have some sort of a deal with Funko that they share some of those exclusives. I don't really know how that works, but I don't see exclusives from anywhere else here in this store except for Entertainment Earth, which is kind of cool because they do get really cool exclusives. And as you can see, here I am really excited about all these Pokemon pops. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have any of these on this bottom row. Actually, I did pre-order this Umbreon. I'm going to have the flocked version coming. But I was just kind of scratching my head over which one of these I wanted to pick up. I didn't want to get multiple. I kind of just wanted to stick with one today. So I really was just scratching my head with which one I was going to get. And I'm curious which one you guys think I picked up. So drop a comment down below and just guess which of those Pokemon Pops I picked up. And then, at the end, I'll show off which one I actually did get. But moving forward, Aquaman Pops from the new movie. And this one I pick up here in a second is kind of interesting because you can see that main tip on the trident actually has a little like plastic covering over it. I've never seen that before. Thought that was kind of interesting. Pretty cool. Here's a better look at those Pokemon Pops. Again, drop a comment down below and guess which one you think I picked up. I'd love to hear what you think. Okay, that was pretty cool. I did end up picking up a pop, which I will show you in a little bit here. But I'm feeling like going to the mall. It's actually pretty close by, and I haven't been over there in a minute, so I figured I'd just go see what the stores over there have. So I'll show you at the end. So the mall legit showed up today with some real surprises. This Steve Harrington restock, it was the only one they had here. It did have a little bit of box damage on it, but I thought that was awesome because I love Steve Harrington and that look is absolutely iconic. Duke Leto, I love Dune and my best friend loves Dune as well, so I thought about getting this for him, especially because it's on sale. Matt, I apologize, didn't get it for you today, but you know what, maybe next time I will. Anyway, Hamburglar, another really cool pop. That's a new one for this store I haven't seen recently, as well as this Cowboy Bebop pop. I don't know if that one in particular is new, but to this store it is. Mini on Ice, another awesome one. And as I got looking further, I decided to stop by GameStop, and I definitely was not disappointed with this store at all. Most of the stuff here was, it's stuff I've seen before in this store, but I did still see some cool new stuff. Of course, I'm on the Pokemon kick, so Eevee is awesome, as well as Charmander. I'm kind of holding out for the flocked versions of both those, and actually Growlithe as well. I don't want to get the commons of those. I'm thinking flocked. When I can find those, I'll pick them up. But General Grievous, such a cool pop. You don't see this. Like, I don't know if this is newer, but I have not seen this in store before, so I had to show that off. This one, it just makes me think of my wife. My wife loves this pop. I thought about getting this for her as well, but I didn't because she doesn't have a lot of desk space anymore on her work desk. maybe one day I'll get it for her. I don't know. FYE, this is Box Lunch. They also had some cool stuff like this 50th anniversary Hello Kitty, and also some other things that I show here in just a second. So all around, really cool visit to the mall. I'll chime back in here in just a second, but I'll let you look at some of these things right now. So this one cracks me up because I've been seeing some things about it online. Overall, really cool idea. I like it, but it's ginormous. Like, who has space for that? I don't even have space for the pops I do have, let alone one that's like, that thing has to weigh like 12 pounds. I don't know. It's huge, but it's still cool. Anyway, new Deadpool pops. This one with him wearing lederhosen. I suspect it's cultural appropriation, but I'm going to leave that to some experts to decide. Anyway, the rest of these are really cool. There's this bowling Deadpool, which is awesome to see. And then I think there's one more here. So all around, I was really impressed with my visit to the mall today. Pretty cool. All right, walking out of the mall, I splurged again and bought a second pop. So I have two pops to show you when I get home. This one's cool, but controversial. I'll say that. Anyway, I'll see you there. All right, all in all, pretty solid hunt. I saw a lot of cool new stuff like that General Grievous, some really cool Deadpool stuff, as well as just some House of the Dragon and other things in between. But on to what I picked up. As you know, recently I've really been focusing on Pokemon. So when I got to the bookstore at UVU, I saw they had tons of Pokemon Pops. And I just had to pick this one up after a lot of deliberation because honestly I was bouncing back and forth between like three of them. But this one is Psyduck. And really there's not a lot to be said about this one. It's a classic Pokemon. It is adorable and it needs to be protected at all costs. And actually, I used to collect Pokemon Pops. I had a few of them and for whatever reason I threw away the boxes because I wasn't really all the way into collecting at the time, and then I ended up selling the figures away. So I decided, you know what, I gotta get Psyduck back. So here it is, it's back in my collection. I'm really excited about it. There's not much else to be said about Psyduck. It's just a really great looking pop. I think this is my 7th Pokemon Pop now. So again, well on my way to having to being a Pokemon Master. I am well on my way to being a Pokemon Master. How about that? So the second pop I actually picked up at the mall, and like I said, walking out of the mall, this is one that's kind of controversial for me, and let me explain. Now, this one is the PX Previews exclusive glow-in-the-dark Yahaba pop from Demon Slayer. And the reason I feel like this is controversial is because, well, look, I'm a diehard Demon Slayer fan, and I'm a diehard Funko Pop fan, and if the, concept designers at Funko were to sit me down and be like, hey, look, as a consumer, which Demon Slayer characters would you like to see made into Pops? I'm going to be honest, Yahaba would never make that list. Like, 0 out of 10 times would I ever have been like, yeah, make a Yahaba Pop. I mean, like, I'm being honest, I forgot the character even existed. Like, I had to look it up. If you look into it, Yahaba is in, like, the same arc that Susumaru is in. And I feel like Susumaru really kind of steals the show. Susumaru is cool, and you just kind of forget the Yahaba is there, and I totally did that. But the converse of that is that I have committed myself to collecting all of the Demon Slayer Pops, seeing as it's like my favorite show ever. And so I knew eventually I'd have to pick this one up, despite feeling like I don't even know why it was made. I don't know. But despite all that, it's still a really great mold, and it does have good detail. It's a cool pop. I especially like the eye on his hand. I remember from the show that he uses the eye to like change the direction of the person that he's fighting, or like send arrows at them or something like that. I don't know. Comment down below and correct me if I'm totally wrong on that. It's been a minute since I watched these episodes. But anyway, I am, just like the Pokemon collection, I am one pop closer to completing my Demon Slayer collection. I think I have between 6 and 10 now to get to complete the line, so I'm getting there. Anyway, there you have it. That was my hunt today. Go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you're collecting, what kind of things you're interested in. I love to hear from the fans. And you know what? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Benjamin. This is Retro Marmot Pops, and I will see you on the next one.